I'm Alex Weir. I'm one of the Health and Protection Advisors here at Drewberry, and I'm here today to talk to you about critical illness cover. What are the key factors that you need to consider before you pull the trigger and purchase a policy? What is critical illness cover? Critical illness cover is designed to cover you against being diagnosed with a condition covered under your policy in which you'd be paid out a cash lump sum. Now, all policies will cover the three most claimed on conditions. That's heart attack, cancer, and stroke. Now, each policy will cover a wide variety of additional conditions. Now, these will differ by insurer, as each one has a different interpretation and also a different criteria for you to be able to claim against. My advice is to speak to an advisor. That way we can understand you and your family's priorities and your particular areas of concern to make sure that we find the right insurer for you. This is a query I commonly come across with my clients, and in these situations I'd ask you to ask yourself, if something happened to you, whether it be illness or injury, and you couldn't work for a prolonged period of time, what would you do? How would you pay your mortgage? How would you make sure that your rent or bills are getting paid? How would you support your children? This is where critical illness cover can be so important. That sum of money can be used for several different reasons. So commonly people think, I can use it to pay off my mortgage and take that stress away, or even a significant chunk of it to reduce your bills. Think, if you were off work and couldn't do it and you needed to obviously have that medical care, could you use that money towards the best medical treatment available to support you? Or even, could you use that money to adapt the home if you had a life-changing injury? The other thing that comes up quite a lot with my clients is if you have children. With critical illness cover, you have the ability to include children's cover for a nominal cost. Now, the reason I point this out is something that not a lot of people consider is, let's say, God forbid, something happened to your child and you needed to take some time off work to support them. Do you have the funds available to do that? If you add something like children's critical cover on, that means that that lump sum can still be payable to make sure that you can take that time off to support your child in the time of need. Critical illness cover isn't essential, but something I would strongly consider for anybody. So, what type of critical illness cover should you take? There are commonly two types. There's a level policy or decreasing. Now, level simply means that this level of cover stays the same throughout the term of the policy. So this is commonly used if you want to cover your family and make sure they're protected in case anything happens to you. The alternative is decreasing. Now, this is commonly tied in with mortgage protection. So what happens is the amount that's payable goes down in line with your mortgage. So this would commonly be used if you wanted to pay off your mortgage in the event you were diagnosed with something covered under the policy. How much cover should you actually take out? Now, this is going to be different for everybody in their individual circumstances, but there are some things that you should always consider. If you've got a mortgage, how long is left on there and how much would it need to pay off? Do you want the mortgage paid off if you were to take out the cover? The alternative is to think about care home fees. If you realistically couldn't return to work and needed that lifetime care, what would that cost you? But like I say, everybody's different. Some people think of the alternative of looking at a year or two's multiples of salary. That way, if you couldn't work for that period of time, you know you've got that financial stability and the peace of mind that goes with it to make sure your bills are paid. As I've said previously, the best thing to do is get in touch with an advisor. We can really help you drill down on what level of cover you need and also tailor a plan to meet you and your budget.